Hello, it's Monday and I am home alone. I feel like this is the start of my year because Isabel's gone back to college today, so I am completely on the rampage with no supervision in my own house. I need to get my musician's act together today. I've made a little start over the last few days, but I really need to start properly practicing again because I had a week off and I've got a gig coming up, so I'm going to be spending probably a couple of hours in the cellar doing that today. Before I do that, I'm going to pop a coffee on, and while the coffee's brewing I shall empty my dishwasher and put these dirty things that are accumulating into it. Out of sight, out of mind, you see. It's the joy of the dishwasher. There's laundry to put away and I need to put a wash on as well. I need to order some prescription items for Isabel, but I think I can do that online. I'm going to go to the post office because I'm going to package a parcel for Life with Steve vlogging channel because his daughter's learning time as a home editor at the moment, and we've got time bingo or time lotto, whatever it's called, going spare. So I asked him if he'd like it and he said, oh yes please. So I should be packaging that and sending it off at some point. What else am I doing? Well, other than that, see, I'm going to try and get my essentials done as soon as possible and then have a look at what else needs doing in the house, because today's going to be one of those I haven't got anything pressingly urgent to do days, so it's a day that I can do those things that just never get done. One thing I need to do is my artwork for the channel. I've still got the Imo and Izzy artwork up. The profile picture is still the little cartoon drawing that Izzy did of us both, so I need to change that, and I need to redo my banner art because it still says Imo and Izzy on it. And no wonder, most people when they search for this channel, they're still searching for Imo and Izzy. And I'm going to change the channel name. I think I'm going to call it The World of Imo, because I'd rather it be about what I'm experiencing and sharing that, my world, rather than me, you know, because it's not meant to be about me, it's about learning through my experiences, you know, all that sort of stuff. Anyway, right, I'm going to stop blabbering now, get this coffee pot on, and do all that houseworky stuff that I mentioned. I'm going to go bra shopping in Cardiff tomorrow. I haven't been to Cardiff for ages because of Omicron. I've been trying to be, you know, restrained. But the thing is, and I'm sorry if this is a bit TMI, but I need bras urgently and I need to try them on and make sure they fit. I only have two currently and it's just not enough for an active lady like myself that goes out walking and gets, you know, a sweat on. I'm struggling to get them laundered in time. I need at least another one, really. But it does mean I get to go to Cardiff, yay! You see, my boyfriend is going there anyway tomorrow. He has an appointment and he's free from about 4 o'clock afterwards, so I'm gonna meet him at 4 and we'll probably go to my favourite Portuguese cafe because I like it and I don't go very often. If I was going to Cardiff all the time, I would vary my cafes a lot more, but because I only go once in a blue moon, I want to go back to the one that I've been missing, you know. Right, how am I doing? Not very well because I keep getting distracted with the camera. Get that off quick before it gets too hot. It quickly spoils when it gets too hot. Dishwasher's unloaded and reloaded. Surfaces are clear and wiped down. Even there. And there wasn't much to wash up, but what there was I did. Flute Cave is calling. Oh, I found some substitute bongy things. I lost the bongy things from my glockenspiel a long time ago. The reason I have this was because I used to do music workshops for, I don't know, up to about age 10, I suppose, at home ed group, you know, a real mixed age group. And it was just useful for, I don't know, just teaching where notes were and intervals and things. But I lost my bongy things in the move, but I found these kebab sticks. And they're not bad because they got a bit of bounce on them. I'm doing that with my left hand. But compared to a pen, that is much better. So that is what we're going to have. At the moment, I just use it occasionally for referencing the odd pitch. Just occasionally I have to work out what notes things are off recordings and stuff. I've decided I'm going to spend about 45 minutes doing just technique. This is my go-to for just reviving everything. And we need the lamp on. I must move that bin because it's always in shot. And it's a bit unsightly, I know. Let's just put it under there. Like when I'm editing, I'm like, ugh. The bin is in shot. Well, it's real life, isn't it? That's the thing with vlogs. Move that over a bit. The extension lead is not great. One of these days I am going to have an electrician over to put more plug sockets in. I suspect I'll be ready for lunch by the time I've done all those technical exercises, but later on I'm going to work on the repertoire for my gig coming up. Most of it I don't need to practice, but there are some, like some of the traditional tunes go really, really fast, and if I don't practice them beforehand, chances are I'm going to get in a bit of a mess and not quite manage to execute them properly on stage, which I don't enjoy personally. Probably most people in the audience wouldn't even notice, as long as I was just playing a fast succession of notes, but I notice and I want to get it right, so I'm going to work on that. And also there's like a few just tricky bits in some of the modern songs, like for example we do Englishman in New York and I do the soprano sax solo on the flute, and it's just one of those things I just need to run through in the week before the gig, so I'll be doing that later as well. I'm a few minutes in, and do you know what I need down here? I was just thinking to myself, hair clips, because more often than not I start playing and I start to get annoyed by my fringe. Oh, I can't be bothered to go upstairs. I don't want to disrupt the flow any more than I just have by stopping and talking to you. I'm going to get back to it. I would say this exercise is very, very, very fatiguing because you're doing a lot of repetition. So like 1 or 2 fingers might be going up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, you know, in some of the metronome phrases, and it becomes tired quite quickly. But the trick is you wait till like you're just on the point where it's actually turning into pain. You stop, take a breather, have a swig of coffee or whatever you've got on the go, your water. Take a breath and then start again. And in doing it this way, just gradually over the many months and years, it really builds up your muscle stamina. I know what to call my channel, Planet Immo. I've decided that's it. I was just wibbling away on my flute and I thought, Planet Immo. Yep, I can see the profile picture now. My face in the middle of a planet. Yeah. I need to get to work on that, don't I? I'm finally finished. That took me so long. Look at that time. I spent so long faffing, getting distracted, daydreaming, visualizing my new channel branding. I've got it's all in here. It's coming, it's coming. The problem is when I get practicing this sort of thing, I start getting ideas that are completely unrelated to practicing. It's a bit like going for a walk or something. I suppose it can be quite meditative in a way because it's so repetitive. Anyway, I know what I'm doing now. I've got a vision, so I'm going to be busy doing that, I think, at some point, maybe even this evening, if I can get time around the editing. That's the problem with daily vlogging. Like, for me, I find it takes me so long to get the videos up the next day that I have no time for sort of thinking about branding and stuff like that, the stuff that actually helps grow channels. But anyway, I'm going to give it a go. I think now is the time. I'm not starving yet, but I'm going to cook now anyway. And I've noticed a video pop up on my YouTube feed I'm particularly interested in watching. Slightly concerning title there, Deltacron. So I'm kind of curious to see what that is. I don't want Deltacron, thank you very much. Omicron will do, because Omicron isn't as bad and it's displacing all the worst ones, and hopefully it's going to take us out of the pandemic. That's what I was rather hoping for. That's kind of how I was seeing this year going, and, you know, hence maybe thinking things might be getting back to normal by the autumn. I don't know what Deltacron is. I will report back when I've watched that video. That's done, of course. Sausages. Where are they? Oh, I need to throw Isabel's cheesecake away. Can't be any good, it's been open so long. Right, I'm going to try these sausages and tell you what they're like, because I've never had them before. They are plant-based vegan sausages. I will hang them out when I'm not cooking, because I don't want them to smell of vegan sausages. Oh, I suppose I should probably at least chuck them in the basket and put them in another room, really, before I start cooking. I'm just going to plonk it there for now.
To Thomas Peacock, London, infectious diseases. November, there was a very small cluster of cases in November that Dr. Peacock said had a really awful spike mutation profile, and it turned out to be Omicron. Almost definitely contamination, they agree. So we are at an early stage. Doesn't look like a real combination, is the consensus opinion from Dr. Peacock. Delta is on the way out and Omicron's on the way in. You're going to get both viruses around for a period of time.
So I've given the Deltacron video a listen whilst cooking, obviously not paying as full attention as if I was watching it properly, but anyway, basically John Campbell, the independent analyst, health professional, doesn't think there's anything to worry about. He said, yeah, theoretically it's possible, but he's examined all the evidence that he can get his hands on so far, and he thinks for now, nah, there's nothing to substantiate it at the moment. He said, I'm going to forget about it for now, but you know, if more evidence comes to light, he'll reopen it and re-examine it, but for now he just thinks, no, it's just hype. Fingers crossed. We do not want Deltacron, thank you very much. And here is my dinner. It's like the context is like, you know, catastrophe, doom, gloom. Sausages. They're mostly done. I've boiled a little bit of spinach just for a couple of minutes because I find fried spinach just doesn't do it for me. I've decided I need to do an on-camera tasting of the Garden Gourmet sensational plant-based Cumberland sausages. So I fished a bit out. Let's give it a little nibble, shall we? It's cooked, I think, I hope. Here it is. I think I'm getting rosemary. A chewy but quite light, airy texture. So it's not like really, really dense, but it's chewy. You can get your teeth into it. It's not all slimy like some of the early vegan sausages were. It's incredibly tasty and delicious, and I will definitely get them again. So they get a thumbs up from Imo. You can tell my taste's a bit askew. There's no rosemary in it, but there is sage and thyme and nutmeg. While the egg's just cooking through, I shall show you my puzzle update. Did a bit more last night whilst listening to news videos. Coming together slowly. This is a really, really enjoyable one to do. There's my lunch. It is a great pleasure in life to cook for other people and cater for their needs, but it's also very nice just to cook for me once in a while, because I can just not have to worry about people not liking things. I can just do whatever I like. And so I have. I've got a feast. I ate my dinner, hung the washing out. I got creative and repurposed an old gift bag, and I wrapped up that Time Lotto game that I'm sending to Life with Steve channel for his daughter to use to learn time. I've done a tiny smidge of band admin, just checking availability for a booking. I need to pop out now. I need to go to the post office, obviously, with the parcel. I need to go to the chemist. I need to put an order in for a prescription for Isabel for antihistamines. I need to get 3 things: toilet roll, Vimto, and laundry detergent. I do have laundry detergent and toilet roll in the cellar, but it's supposed to be my emergency supplies, so I'm trying not to break into it. I think I'm not going to have one of my mega walks today because they take an hour, and I really want to press on and get my new logo made and my new like banner art made for the channel. So that is my plan for when I get back. Oh, and I put all my things for the charity shop inside Trunky, which I think I'm also charity shopping, but I'm a bit dubious about it because it's a bit faded and worn. I don't know if they really want it, but it's still serviceable. Somebody might want it for 20p or something. I don't know. Anyway, it'll keep it dry on the way down. I feel like I'm leaving home, walking down the road with Trunky in my hand. Trunky's gone. Post office next. I'm a sucker for these. Just going to grab some crumpets for IB. I'll put the rest in the freezer. Oh, that's a big heavy one. $24. It's quite a lot to carry. It's got a handle. Oh no. No, I'm gonna get that home. Let's find a small one. $1.99, there we are, that'll do. Just washing powder now. Very non-bio. Going in. That's the lot. I'm going to the checkout. I'm back with my slightly soggy toilet roll. I don't think it's wet inside. It rained, of course. It's so weird coming through the door and not shouting, Izzy, I'm home. It's been a month nearly, I think, since this last happened. So yeah, I'll get used to it again. I'm going to dump the rest of these things out of my rucksack now. That Vimto is a bit heavy. I was expecting they might have smaller, more carry-friendly size packaging, but oh well. I'm going to make myself a lovely hot cup of tea now, head upstairs and work on a new profile picture, new banner art, and just branding in general for the channel. I worn myself out. I don't know if I need a sleep or a brisk stroll out in the cold, dark streets. I've been, I don't know where I've been going with my new profile picture. I've got a concept in my mind, but reproducing it in Photoshop is another matter. I just got started and I thought, oh yeah, I'm not a professional graphic designer. Oh yeah, I didn't think of that. I can show you where it's going so far. I could have picked a better top to wear. Oh, look at my bra straps all folded under. I was thinking I might be able to do something with that in Photoshop. Or start again with a completely new picture. I was leaning over and the camera was on the floor for that. Anyway, this is it so far. I might completely scrap it and start over. Let's call that a rough draft, shall we? I tried getting rid of these dark patches, the shading, but it just looked ridiculous. So I did a load of undos. I told Isabel about it on the phone when she rang. She quite often rings after college. And she said, Mummy, you can't put your head on a planet. I said, why not? It reflects the title of the channel. She thought it was ridiculous. She said, it won't go well. Just take my branding advice. Well, I thought it was a good idea. Anyway, I think I've filmed a lot today, so I'm going to end the vlog here, but thank you so much for watching. If you did like it, could you give it a like, because it helps the channel to grow, and I really, really appreciate that. If you're new here and would like to follow more of my story here in the UK, South Wales, you can tell I'm tired, do hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!